A train reactor spitting fire. The NFT and LLSR. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From memecoins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree. Show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician. Unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web. He's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow. Web3 wonders. Chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights and crypto.
Yo, we are so fucking back. Wow, Jesus Christ.
He's got the key.
Wow, good Lord. I'm so fucking hyped. Good morning, boys. Hey, happy Monday, the start of December. We don't have a nickname for this month yet. We had October, we had Moonvember, we have what are we calling December? What are we calling December? Because this is going to be a special month. I think you guys feel it. I think you feel what's coming here, what's just starting to cook up. That Truthfully's been cooking for a few months. We've been talking about it. We've been feeling it. And by the way, Global, good morning. Cutie, good morning. Christian, good morning. Awfuleye, GMs. Global, your mom's a noob. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Like, right, when the little screen's up, right, little intro screen, I was going to shout out, fuck you, Mom. We made it. So but you dropped a mom comment. It's weird. Just weird. You rattled me, man. Dude, what a time. I'm so excited, man, because look, it feels like months. It feels like months we've been talking about crypto, rightfully so. We've been talking about the macro crypto market. We've been talking about a lot of ETF stuff. We've been talking about meme coins the past few months. And man, have I just been dying to talk NFTs. Just dying to talk NFTs. It's my favorite part of this space. I think a lot of you guys too. Right? NFTs are magic. I think they brought a lot of us into crypto, even if you were here before, but brought us to a deeper level, like a deeper understanding about crypto. NFTs are really, really special to me, and I know, again, a lot of us here. So how good does it feel that today our top story, our top headlines, our biggest thing happening out there is NFTs? They are back. They're back. You see it in your bags. You see price going up. We see it in sales volume that's been cooking over the past week or two here. We see it in the monthly numbers. We see it in the value of the broader market here. We're back. Everyone's talking about it. It's clear as day. There's no denying it. And if we don't get an NFT super cycle, it doesn't matter. We're going to get a legit cooking NFT cycle here, and I couldn't be more excited for it, guys. Man, oh man. I can't fucking wait. Let's get right into it, guys. Smash the like here on the video. Dudes, make sure you're subscribed here, too. Again, we do this every day of the week, right? Same time, same place, every single day. Every single day. 16 months. Every goddamn day. And we're not going to stop. Anyway, smash the like. Make sure you're subscribed here. SlamX Official over on YouTube. CryptoSlam.io over on X. Dropping a link for you there. If you're watching over on X, I mean, stay there. Or whatever. But people are chatting over on YouTube. So if you want to get in on the conversation, hop over to the YouTube stream. Guys are always chatty over there. It's a good time, man. Either way, make sure you're tuning in, following along, staying plugged in. It's a good-ass time here. Who else just joined by? Gravity, good morning. Who else? I just want to say good morning. It's just, vibes are so good. I got to make sure to do all the GMs. Cutie, if I didn't say, I think I did, but GMs. And Awfuleye, you're turning 40 is an okay number, dude. I'm 43. It's okay. It's all right. This is the older boomer audience. It's like we wear it. It's a badge of honor here. Proud to be riding with you guys. Anyway, let's freaking get in. I want to touch on crypto first. Mostly NFTs today, but let's look at crypto real quick. Look, we bounced back over the weekend. Looked really, really strong. We had a little hopium here, especially Friday and then on through the weekend, that we were maybe going to see that run up to 100K. I don't know what this is exactly here, but gut feeling, intuition, whatever. Something's telling me it's this week. Something's telling me it's this week. It's coming up at certainly in December, but something tells me it's this week here. It's imminent. It's going to happen any time now. Again, maybe a little bit of hopium, maybe a lot of bit of hopium, but I'm taking it all in. Here you see Bitcoin just under 96K, ETH at 3,600, Solana at $225. We got to start talking Ripple, though. I think we're going to have to start mentioning Ripple every single day, because Ripple's not just that coin that had the potential, never lived up to it, and over and done with. No. Ripple's something different now. Ripple market cap surpassing Solana and Tether here over the weekend. Now the third biggest crypto in the entire world, and it shows no signs of slowing down here. Wild, guys, wild. At some point, I know everybody here has been a crypto community member, and maybe much more than that. If you've been a Ripple bag holder for a while, GG's. It's one of the first I got into back in the day. I don't have any. I'm rooting for them. I'd love to see it. Look at XRP up 27% in the past 24 hours, 67% in the past week, and no signs of slowing down. Meme coin ecosystem is just starting to bubble up over there. We'll take a look at it. Very surface level. I'll show you where to be looking. And it's probably a good idea to maybe put some attention over there on that blockchain. Again, it leapfrogs Solana. A lot of guys there who think they're crypto gangsters. They might be. They might have actually outplayed all of us. So do you think they may want to go dabble in meme coins right in their own home turf? Yeah, I think so. ETFs just peaking at Friday, 320 million in inflows. That is, I think, the Bitcoin ETFs. See if we can, get some nice momentum going here this week. On the ETH side, actually outpacing the Bitcoin ETFs, 332 mil on Friday. Again, same story. We'll see how the ETH stuff performs this week. I think everybody feels that it is ETH season here. NFTs will fuel that. And don't forget how much volume NFTs actually can bring to the Ethereum blockchain. We'll see if the L2s really leech it like they used to or have been recently. But, man, NFTs back is giga bullish for ETH. Giga bullish for ETH. And so, is it ETH season? Man, I think so. It's great to see. Can't wait. All right, right to NFTs now. And I'm going to show you why I'm so excited. It's you can't not be when you see the numbers here. We'll start with the daily numbers. We'll go to weekly. We'll go to monthly because, again, we are in a new month here. We can go through all of November here. But yesterday, guys, on a Sunday, usually the lowest day for sales volume of the week, the slowest day of the week, not this time. 36.4 million in NFT sales yesterday. I got to just guess here. I got to guess that is our best day of NFT sales in months, 6 months. Let's say 5 or 6 months. I'm not going to go back and look. I'm just eyeballing it here. We haven't seen 36 mil in months. I'm not talking days or weeks. I'm talking months. And I'm talking first half of the year. That's how big of a day yesterday was. With some big NFT sales. Really incredible to see. Yesterday, sellers just slightly up. Buyers slightly up. In fact, look at the past few days and look at actually buyers down. Right? Interesting. How are we getting that much sales volume with less people participating? Transactions down from a few days ago as well. Biggest difference here is that average sale price. You guys know because we go over this often. That's where you're making up that difference. Average sale price, and that usually means you have some pricey NFTs moving. I'm talking Bored Apes. I'm talking CryptoPunks. And usually when we see those big NFT sales, we usually see trade profits deep in the negative, right? I'm talking $1 mil, maybe 2, 3, 5 mil in the negative. That's what we've been used to seeing this year, right? People are maybe not so bullish. This is actually incredible. People in the past, let's just say this year, not bullish on the future of NFTs. So if they can get a decent bid on their punk, on their ape, on whatever their pricey NFT is, they're taking it. They're taking it. Even at a loss, they're going to take that big old bag and redeploy it elsewhere. Not this time. This time is different, seeing big sales like this, average sale price like that, and seeing trade profits almost even in the positive. Haven't seen that in a while. So really bullish sign for the market here. Incredibly bullish. Again, for something we look at every day, I've not seen profits looking like that with this many big NFT sales. That's a really interesting indicator there. We can quantify that somewhere too, but for now, we'll just quantify it in trade profits. Profits looking pretty fucking excellent. Love to see it. All right, let's look at the weekly numbers and then monthly, because monthly, I think, is where we see the magic. Weekly, actually nothing crazy. We actually are lower than the prior week. Oh, no, I take that back. We're lower than 2 weeks ago, actually beat last week, which is great to see. And we weren't far off from beating 2 weeks ago, which is pretty great. And if we did beat that, that would have been our highest in, God, I think 30-ish weeks here. But there you see it. Last week, 167 million sales. And kind of like on the daily view here yesterday. Well, on the week, sellers down. On the week, buyers down. Same with transactions. But yet again, it's the average sale price really decently up here. I mean, geez, it's 2x from just a few weeks back. 3x from just a week before. Wash sales ramping up. Are people farming? Is it just people trading? And I think it's more people trading. I don't know where there's any really great platform rewards now. So I don't know that it's wash trading for platform rewards yet. Although Blur is kind of cycling back in fashion. You're starting to see that because of the token price. And then trade profits. On the week, actually, deeper into the negative there, almost 4 mil in the negative. Starting this week off decent, though. 200K in the positive. Now, okay, monthly numbers are great. And I actually want to peek at yearly because we have just a month to go. But I wonder how we'll stack up. And at a glance, having looked at it yesterday, there's a chance we beat 2023. It's going to be neck and neck. But here you see it, guys. November, a monster month for NFTs. Best month in the second half of the year at the very least. But there you see 561 mil cross-chain sales, right? Sellers way down. Buyers down. Transactions down. Again, all those down. It's the same pattern. Average sale price up. Guys, this is screaming to me that we got a lot further to go. That we're going much, much higher when participants come back to the market. And I think what's happening here in the past few days is really waking people up. And they're going to come running right back to NFTs, man. We've seen it before. It's what people do. It's what people do with Bitcoin. It's what they do with your favorite meme coins. People chase those highs. People chase where the momentum is going. We like to be ahead of that momentum. Right? We like to be the ones kind of driving some of that momentum. And if not driving it, we're quietly there right at the forefront of it. And most of the others, it is what it is. They're behind. That's okay. Not everybody can kind of stay that on top of stuff. But it is what's going to happen. Those participants are not back here yet, and they're coming. But we see it right in the numbers. They're not back yet. In fact, we're well off even 2024 highs. And this is not a fantastic year for NFTs yet, which means I think we got a lot higher to go. A lot higher to go. All right, check this out. I put out a thread this morning. I don't think I can call this a thread, but I'll put it up here. I posted this morning because I do want to show. I think this is important. Again, just for 2024, sellers down 44% from our peak in February. Buyers down just about the same. Transactions about the same. We're only about half as active as we were back then. That's it. And I would not call the beginning of this year super active either. It was kind of quick. I didn't feel at any point that things were crazy here and there, maybe a couple days. It's not to say there wasn't some good action, because there was, but man, nothing this year resembled 2022. Nothing this year resembled 2021. It wasn't even close. The peak of this year so far did not feel anything like previous bull run. Nothing like it. And I do think we're heading for an NFT bull run, and that's why I think our numbers, again, if we're half off from this year's peak, well, good Lord, I think we're way more than that far off, maybe double, 3 times off previous bull runs. Let's peek. I want to peek at that. And I'm doing that just top ahead. I could be wrong because we might actually have more people here in the space now. But keep this number in mind, right? About 400,000 sellers, about 600, 700,000 buyers. Keep that in mind. Actually, let me screenshot it because my memory sucks. It's so bad now. All right. Grabbing a screenshot. We're scrolling down to 2022. I just want to compare. Oh, yeah, guys. We've grown like crazy. Now, a lot of this is because we're cross-chain. Your same address on ETH is your base address, is your whatever your favorite EVM chain. I can't say that the numbers being higher now when the market is actually not anywhere close to what it was volume-wise. I can't say that that's because I guess maybe have new people that are still coming in. Like, same people, different chains. You know what I mean? We all have a lot of wallets here. Anyway, looking back to 2022, and let's look at the peak of it. April, May, let's just say this period right here. Buyer sellers down from there. But I guess the point there is I'm not aiming for these numbers. This to me is not the peak of what this market looks like. I think we have a hell of a lot more people here now who just aren't participating yet, but they're on the sidelines. I think things like Chill Guys brought a lot of people in. I think things like Ripple meme coins actually inches regular crypto bros, inches them closer to collectibles. So when we start hitting these numbers, when we start seeing sellers in the 600-700K range and buyers at 800,000-900,000 over $1 million, I don't think that's the peak. I don't think that's what I'm going to measure us against. I don't think that's it. I think this is different. I think we've grown. I know for sure y'all have more wallets. I got 10 times more wallets than last cycle. I think we're, very, very, very beginning of whatever this cycle looks like on the NFT side. We got a lot further to go. So there you see it, though. This is our best month. There you go, since May. Looking pretty fantastic there. Profits. Man, I want to see that flip. I want to see that in the positive. Guys, I'm literally thinking about that tweet. I think I made a boot. I think I put something wrong in there. No shit. Okay. I thought I put a 9-month high for NFT sales. No. Okay, 6-month high. Got it. I think we got a lot higher to go here, guys. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you guys feel new people are here in NFTs yet? I'm not sure if I do. I'm going to say I don't know if I do feel new people here in NFTs. I don't feel them yet. I definitely feel them over in crypto. I definitely feel them over in meme coins. I don't know about NFTs yet, but again, do the chill guy traders, people who grew up on like TikTok people are different, man. They're younger. They are. Grew up with Fortnite, grew up with Roblox. They get wearables and PFPs and digital ownership. Like this is all second nature to them. And I wonder if this is when they start coming in. There's a really good chance of that. And I also wonder when these AI agents start integrating NFTs. We've seen those NFT collections that are community created, right? Like related to the AI agents, we've seen Reborn. We've seen there's a GOAT NFT collection, but those aren't like the AI agent integrating NFTs. We haven't seen that yet, and I think we will. I would bet a lot of money we will. In fact, I will bet a lot of money where my mouth is, when those start coming out, when Truth Terminal or any of your favorite agent, let's use Naval. I'll always talk Naval. I'm buying a little. Actually, I bought some more Naval this morning. We'll talk about that too. When Naval launches a PFP collection or whatever type of NFT, money where my mouth is, I'm buying because I think this is different. I think AI integrating NFTs is going to happen. It's going to be wild. And I'm not missing that. There you go. There's your perspective on where we're at in the market. Just starting. Historically, December is one of the best months of the year. Second half of the year, I should say. We saw it last year. Look at the difference. Look at last December. NFT sales doubled basically last December from November. Look at 2022. Clear difference in December too, right? Historically, December, awesome. People getting ready for that January run, which is definitely coming. We're in a really good spot right now. All right, let's look at what's moving this market here. Let's go in the 24 hours. We can go back to 7 days, 30 days, whatever. I just want to see what's cooking here right now. CryptoPunks in their rightful place at the top of the collection rankings. Love to see it. 5.5 million sales. Fucking phenomenal. Man, so good. Followed by the Pudgy Penguins, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Azuki, Gilda Guardian Heroes, Based AI Brains. Someone remind me what those are. We talked about it just briefly yesterday, and some of you guys were shouting that out, but that's something. Bitcoin Puppets, D-Market, Lil Pudgies, Node Monks rounds out the top 10. I'm going to shout out Doodles because they're fucking amazing. They're cooking. And I'm absolutely going to shout out V1 Punks. One of my favorite collections, period. Any chain, any year, any cycle, anything outside of even crypto. It's one of my favorite collectibles out there, period, because it has such a great story, such great lore. And other people, I know, feel the exact same way. Because look at it, guys. Yesterday, big old run on CryptoPunks. Look at this. Look at this run on CryptoPunks yesterday. 30 CryptoPunks sold. Is that a V1? That might be a V1. Let's say 30 CryptoPunks sold yesterday. Big old run on punks. We're going to peek at floor prices here in a minute, too. But the number one, okay, that's not a V1. Here's your V1 punk yesterday. The biggest sale of the day, the biggest sale in the past 24 hours, it is a V1 punk. $325,000, guys. Huge, huge, huge sale. All right, and I'll do the quick breakdown, quick whatever, TLDR on what V1s are, if you're not aware. I think most of you guys are. Anybody new watching that doesn't know, they're special. Everybody knows CryptoPunks, right? Everybody in crypto, everybody outside of crypto knows CryptoPunks now. Those are those bad boys that are selling for 40, 50, 60 ETH, often in the millions. Few alien punks sold this year for many millions of dollars, many millions. So are these V1 punks knockoffs? What are, right, ripoffs? What? No. Those are the original minted CryptoPunks from Larva Labs, the creators of the CryptoPunks. They minted that 10K CryptoPunks collection. We know the story. They were, I think, free to claim. Took a few days for those to completely mint out, right? That story from 2017 of CryptoPunks, believe it or not, it did not originate with these CryptoPunks. It was the V1 CryptoPunks. There was a bug in the contract. If you tried to sell them on a secondary market, I list my CryptoPunk. Well, what happens is somebody buys it, they get the CryptoPunk, but it also, the contract, the market, kicked their ETH back to them. So they got a free CryptoPunk. I get nothing. Big old bug. It's not sustained. Like, it's broken. Absolutely broken. So they created copies. They minted a copy of each punk, and they airdropped it to the holders. That's the story. The big, famous, world-famous CryptoPunks today are, copies. They're copies. By Larva Labs, they're official. They are the CryptoPunk. They are the official CryptoPunk. Make no mistake. You can look at V1s as a beta, as an error print, and that's exactly how I look at them. These are the ones that have that provenance of the first CryptoPunk. That's it. It's that simple. I love them. Offline, I've had a few. I have one now. I had a couple earlier last cycle, like 2.5 years ago, and I sold those, and I regretted it. I don't regret what I made off them, like 20 plus ETH on each. I don't regret that. But I regret not having one to keep. And so during this bear market, I made sure to grab one, and I hope to God I never sell it. I hope. I don't know if it'll play out that way. I don't know. You never know when you're in a bind and you need it. You need some money, right? But I hope to never sell my CryptoPunk. Anyway, this one going for so much because, right, you know the main CryptoPunks collection now, one of the rarest NFTs you have in the collection is the apes, right? It's one of the rarest. It's one of the most desired. These go for usually $1 million plus, right? The V2, I don't want to call them V2. I don't want to diminish them. CryptoPunks, the main collection. Apes are the grails of the collection, as are aliens. And so people assigning that kind of value to the V1 versions. We're not talking $1 million plus, but we're talking 300 plus thousand. They fetch a premium over in V1s too. And the fact that you see that people value these like that, it should tell you all you need to know about V1 punks. They are special. Anyway, that was a long TLDR. But it is an important story. It is. Man, oh man. All right, looking at, you know what? I actually want to show one more thing. Not CryptoPunks. Blockchains. Just so we have a feel of where we're seeing this volume. It is still ETH on top. I do think that's going to flip here. At some point, maybe that's a little obvious, but I do think the Ordinals ecosystem is going to really ramp up. I expect it to flip ETH, just like it did earlier this year. I think that's coming. We'll look at NFT prices over on Magic Eden, and you'll see those are really starting to cook again too. But there's our blockchains by sales volume. Maybe no surprises there yet, but ETH, then Bitcoin, then Solana, and Mythos Chain is going to cook too, guys. And don't forget Pudgy Penguins mobile game. It's going to be on Mythos Chain. So I'm expecting that ecosystem to see some really interesting stuff here over the next cycle. $54 million, $54 million trading volume in NFTs. That's counting wash sales. That's counting everything. But it's the market cap I'm looking at. Up to 8.5 mil. And instead of market cap, I think that's a really tricky metric to measure really the health of the NFT ecosystem. I use the Crypto Slam NFT Index, measures the value of the top 500 NFT collections, right? Good proxy for the rest of the market. You're just trying to feel out, is the market up or down? Look, guys, past 24 hours up. Past 7 days up. And this is what's really special here. For the first time, and this is our 9-month time frame that I was mentioning before. First time in 9 months, we have a 30-day period where the index is green. This is why I'm saying NFTs are officially back. The index is saying we're back. Right? We've been looking. We've been hunting to see this 30-day period in the green. We've been watching this for months and months and months, and we just never got there. Every time we got close, something would happen. The German Bitcoin sell-off, right? There was always something like that happened and knocked it right down. Not now. Finally happened, and so now the next thing we're watching for is to sustain this, but also to see the 60-day period push up into the green, and that could happen. I expect it to happen, probably in January, but that's what's coming next year, guys. Dude, it's just so good to see. Everybody's been expecting it. We've been waiting for it. It's finally here. I'll tell you this, too. The ETH ecosystem really outperforming. Past 7 days, that ecosystem up 24.45%. Past 30 days, look at that, up almost 40% there. Right? You start dialing into specific chains, you start really seeing where people are focused on. They're really focused on ETH right now. Man, we got to get a Bitcoin index. That'd be awesome. Over on Solana, actually, it's a completely different story here. Past 7 days, up still, 2%. Past 30 days, just 2.6%. Not bad, right? We'll still take that in the positive, but ETH demolishing really anybody else. And that's actually interesting there. Solana up in the past 60 days was ETH. Yes, wow, up 39%. Again, even better in the past 60 days. So we'll keep an eye, see if we can actually beat the year-to-date mark. I don't know. Maybe we can. I'm wondering if we've ever seen that. I don't think we've ever. I'm thinking out loud. I don't think we've ever seen year-to-date actually go into the green. I don't think we have. Believe it or not, even when we're in a bull market, usually value is going straight down. I'll explain that another time. We'll do a deep dive into the index at some point, but very rare. I don't think we've ever seen year-to-date in the green, ever. Oh, boy. I got my price predictions wrong. You've heard me over and over talk about how bullish I am on ordinals, right? My price predictions for Quantum Cats and Node Monks and Bitcoin Puppets and OMB, you know my price predictions. Easily one Bitcoin. Right? Easily one Bitcoin. Oh, by the way, hey, Awful Eye, I see your comment. What's fixed in the contract? How does that work? It's a different contract. Right, so you can't fix the contract. You make a new one. So that's how they rectified the V1 punk with the replacement punks. It's a good question. Again, my price predictions. I feel like Hudah was tweeting this just at me. If you're targeting one Bitcoin for the leading ordinals, I fucked up. All right, it's fine. I fucked up. I said one Bitcoin. To be fair, I've also said I really think it's 2, and I won't be shocked to see 3, 4, 5. I mean, good Lord, Hudah's prediction, it's quite a bit higher than that, and I'm with him. I think he's completely right. I do. I'm telling you, I think he's right. I'll say at the very least, I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked. Look at that. April 2022, the absolute peak of NFT prices, right? The peak. And that's what I always use my predictions, the time frame I use for my predictions. When I talk about these ridiculous price targets, it is a short few-day window, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe it's only 12 hours. I'm talking peak, euphoric, frothiest part of the market is my price predictions. So I say one Bitcoin floor for those 4 ordinals collections, really, again, 2, 3 to 5. Because think back to last time, April 2022, you price a Bored Ape in Bitcoin, and guys, it equaled 9.5 Bitcoin. I'm sorry, man, but that's reality. That happened before. And you can say, man, Bitcoin, it's worth so much, people won't price it the same. I'm telling people will definitely, some people, I'm not saying everybody, some people do not give a fuck about the price of their Bitcoin. Some don't. And they'll care even less when we're in peak euphoria and they've already got their life-changing money, and them spending 9.5 Bitcoin on an ordinal doesn't even register, doesn't make a dent in anything. It doesn't change any way they go about their life. They do that. They see their balance go down 9, 10 Bitcoin. They never think about it again. They don't care. There's people out there like that. I think people don't understand how freaking rich some people are. It is what it is, and you don't need a lot of them. I am adjusting my price predictions. Yep. It's super. Let's talk this cycle. $350,000 Bitcoin. You think somebody's going to drop 2 or 3 Bitcoin on one of these? Yep. It's super irrational, but that's what I'm banking on. People do super irrational things when they're feeling rich, when they think there's more to go to. People get greedy. Yeah, people will chase them. Abso-fucking-lutely, people will chase them. Let's talk. That's simple, man. That's simple. Everybody's going to be top blasting these things. Look, you buy something. You buy something for 5 Bitcoin. You're not sitting there asking, is it worth whatever the USD value is of that Bitcoin right then? Right? That's not what people are doing. They're literally just thinking, can this go to 6 Bitcoin? Can it go to 7? Right? That's all that's happening there. The number doesn't matter. The value doesn't matter. It's literally the energy in the space right now. Do I think that will push this up higher? That's it. And when we get to that euphoric part of the phase, yes, that's exactly what will happen. Offline, no, V1's still on the same contract. The ones that are being traded on a marketplace are actually wrapped. So that's how they can actually be traded now without that glitch happening. They're wrapped. So it's not trading off the initial contract. Good questions, man. Just getting started, guys. Just getting started. ME token coming not in 9 days at this point, 8 days off. Coming on December 10th. And look at how the market is just getting ready for it. Look at the people just getting excited. Part of what this is people collecting, knowing they got a nice stimmy coming. Do you feel, and it's a genuine question, do you feel like you can go out there and spend, I don't know, a quarter ETH, a little bit of your Bitcoin? Do you feel like you might, let's say you got half an ETH in your wallet. To any degree, do you feel like right now you could go spend half of that? Maybe you can go spend all of it, grab an NFT before they get out of reach, and know that you got a bit of a stimmy coming. And maybe you'll feel a little more confident about that in 2 days here when they drop their wallet checker. You start to find out your allocation to ME token. If you know you get a stimmy coming, probably makes you want to get a little spendy with your ETH right now. It's like, get it while it's here at this price, because this might get out of reach really quickly. Does it do that for you guys? That's human nature. Look, it does it to me a little bit. I got a little to work with. I'm like, I got more coming. I don't know how much, but I know I got an airdrop, a claim from Magic Eden, the ME token coming. I'll spend a little now. Maybe I can flip this thing in the meantime, but at the very least, this shouldn't tap me out for more than a few days. Some people operate like that. Man, a lot of good stuff coming there, man. A lot of really exciting stuff coming around that ME drop. I have a feeling there'll be news on the ME platform too. Magic Eden. Oh, I will tell you, actually, I'll save the story, the details here for just in a minute, because we're going to look at prices. But I want, if you're still here, hang on. Especially if you're an ordinals trader, hang on. Because I got to tell you, you maybe do not want to use Unisat as your wallet. If you're a Unisat user, hang on. You might not want to use that wallet when you're trading ordinals. You might not have access to your funds. Dead serious. I ran into this weekend. It absolutely sucked. Took up my entire day yesterday. All of my funds completely locked in. It was a pain in the ass to get access to my funds again. I want to explain that in a minute here, and I'll show you. Still, let me stay on NFTs here. There's big stuff coming. It's not just people speculating on prices and number go up because the energy's here, right? Because we're cycling back to NFTs. The big projects are getting ready to deliver probably their biggest news to date, right? Somebody like Pudgy Penguins, they've had so much great news. So much great news. All their partnerships, the Walmart partnership, right? The Target partnership, all their toys everywhere, them launching their blockchain. There's more to come. There's a lot more to come here. In fact, I would bet that a lot of the biggest projects have been holding their announcements for this cycle, right? For when the market actually heats up. And here we are. Here we are with the market just starting to cook. And now they're ready to deliver that news that's really going to send this shit. Really going to send this stuff. Remember what it was like last cycle when it was announcement after announcement after announcement. And man, announcement sends price. Hasn't worked that way in a while, but we're back to those times. Pudgy Penguins are about to drop something big. So they're just teasing right here. The beginning of the prophecy is in sight. Abstract Chain's going to launch. They are going to do a token airdrop. They are. There's going to be a token dropper claim. Formerly the Frame blockchain, now Abstract Chain. They're going to be dropping a token. But what's the prophecy? What's the prophecy of Pudgy Penguins? The biggest thing I can think of, and I'm really curious what this is. The biggest thing I can think of, as far as like kind of prediction or prophecy, is Pudgy Penguins are going to be the face not of NFTs, but of crypto. Lucanet said that. Something, man, something in my gut. I rely on my spidey sense. I got a good one. I know you guys do too. So I'm curious how your spidey sense is talking to you right now. Something tells me Pudgy Penguin's going to have some kind of partnership with maybe an exchange. Something in that ballpark. They're going to be the face of crypto. How are they going to do that? Who are they going to partner with? How are they going to become the face of crypto? I don't know. To me, that's the prophecy. It's not Pudgy Penguins partner with what's the next, best retail chain. It's not that. They did that. It's not their game coming out because that's cool, but lots of games out there. It's how do Pudgy Penguins become the face of crypto? There's something here. There's something here coming via an announcement, and I think it's related to that. So we will see. Bigger point here. Big projects getting ready to drop big news. It is really going to send this ecosystem. And we got new mints coming, finally. I would say that's maybe the most exciting thing, or maybe the biggest thing we're all looking forward to. Yes, we want our bags to go up. Yes, of course. All those blue chip collections, of course we want to see those prices go up. We want to see our bags go up. Even non-blue chips, we just want to see the bags go up. But what I have been really looking forward to, again, I know you guys, is new mint season. I've always been okay missing, buying something when the price is down and just playing the market going up. I've always been okay missing that because I know, at least for me, last cycle, I made a majority of my money doing new mints. Right? Grinding out whitelists, getting whitelists via having, the right collectible, getting airdrops. That's where I made, I would guess, 85% of my gains was brand new mint. Maybe more, maybe 95%. My gains were mostly made on new mints. And man, we didn't have new mints really earlier this year. We had some, for sure we had some. We haven't had a mint season in a long time. We haven't had an art cycle. A good, true art meta art cycle. We haven't had that in a long time. That's coming. It's loading. I can feel it. Now we're seeing the Nakamigos are going to have a mint on Bitcoin. Details come, what? This Friday, or is that what they dropped here? Hang on, I think they might have dropped their info. But man, we got new mints coming. This is what we need to see to really kick this into high gear. And you know what? I'll actually link this back to the Crypto Slam Index. This is when you're going to start seeing, yes, the market cooking, yes, everything feeling up, but you'll actually see the index going down. You will see that, and it maybe won't make sense to you, but it will when I explain this. New mints come around, and they get pricey, and there's so much of them, you're going to need a lot of funds to go play the new mint game. It's a casino, right? Your biggest, easiest, best way to get liquid for this stuff is selling. It's parting with your pricey assets. And so usually when the cycle's really cooking, and remember, cycle is cooking, for the most part, the value of these NFTs trends down. We get our pump, and then it's kind of down. Just like the crypto market, we see this often. We know that pattern. But watch and look when this cycle really heats up, when it's really getting frothy out there, and especially in mint season, the value of the market just goes down and down and down and bleeds out as that money is cycled into new collections. Those new collections don't enter the 500 index. They don't. Got to be 6 months old or older to be on the index, and you got to be one of the top collections. So you don't see that money represented here because we assume that money's now out of the ecosystem. It is. People launching those projects make their money. They don't put it back in necessarily. They walk away with it, right? Like Pump Fun, we keep seeing those reports of how many millions they're cashing out. Same story. People who launch these NFT collections, it's not to go put right back into the ecosystem. They take it out. So again, I just wanted to mention that. You're going to see exactly that play out. But either way, excited to see some new mints here. 10K Ordinals collection. What is this called? Fukuhedrons? Anybody looking forward to this? Has Nakamigos cemented themselves as a team that you bet on? Maybe. I don't know. I guess new mint season, you kind of play everything, right? You roll the dice. And I'm still in the mode, well, shoot. I was going to say, I'm in the mode where I'm not minting till I see something successful. I will walk that right back. It feels like we're ready for a new mint to pop off. I think mint season is here now. I'll probably be trying to get into anything and everything. I'll probably get into this if I can. Free for holders of HIFO Labs NFTs. Okay. So maybe there's not going to be any for the public. I don't know yet. But just be aware, mint season's here. Be prepared. Be ready. Keep yourself liquid. You don't want to miss this stuff. You don't. You definitely do not. Yeah, Vru, dude, exactly. And Cosmos, yes, Mutant's cooking. I'm excited to look at floor prices here. New mint season coming, and then again with projects and their announcements, stuff that keeps us excited and having fun and entertained and engaged. It's stuff like this. Cyberkongs. This has been long in the works too. These things take a while. But the Cyberkongs partnering with Nanoblock, really cool. Actually, these go on sale today. And I'm definitely going to grab one. It's a toy. It's a cool little figure. And I'm expecting a lot of this from, man, all the projects. All the big projects. Little announcements, big announcements, whatever. Just things that'll excite their communities, man. And remember when these were tied to NFTs? I don't think this is going to be. But remember when a lot of these collectibles and wearables and stuff were tied to NFTs and people traded those on secondary? That's coming back. It's going to be really, really exciting. And we're here now at the very, very start. All right, let's look at floor prices. It had been a great few days, maybe pulling back a bit right now, which is fine. Starting with Solana. Mad Lad's back up to 45 Sol. Beautiful. God's taking a beating. Man, very fuddy in that little world. What can you do? Yeah, mixed bag over on Solana. Overall, though, looking good. In fact, if I look at the 7-day view, yeah, look at that. I mean, you can't deny what way this market's heading right now. Yeah, pretty freaking incredible here. And by the way, collections like Zereborn, right, from the Zerebro AI agent, I think those cycle back. I'm looking for opportunities and things like this. This is always, right, it's always a cycle here. Right, the culty NFTs, they're all down, right? My Project Eon down. All those things down, they're going to cycle back. I'm looking for opportunities in all these things. But yeah, things looking decent over on the Solana side. Again, doesn't compare to ETH. ETH looking really, really good. Look at Bored Apes over 20 ETH. 22.5 ETH. What is that, USD? $77,000 floor for Bored Apes. Who'd have thought, man? I'm one of those that thought maybe never. Maybe they'd never bounce back. At least hitting their old highs. For certain, when the market cooks, everything pumps. So I'm not shocked to see him here, but hey, man, can't deny Bored Apes were in a really tricky spot here for most of this year. So good to see that for those guys, honestly. CryptoPunk's $160,000 floor price, man. Come on. Pudgy Penguins, $52K. And now we're going to get back into the conversation at some point. When do Pudgies flip Bored Apes again? That'll be a pretty milestone moment, too, because we've not seen them flip at this price. We saw them flip at the bottom, and that made a lot of sense. But we've not seen them flip when this market's cooking. I think we will. Mutants at 14K. I got to do crypto. I got to do crypto prices. Azuki 5.8. Lil Pudgy's moving too, man. I will always miss my Lil Pudgy, man. Had that stolen. I finally got earlier this year, right? I had my Pudgy stolen. It sucked. Bored Ape Kennel Club's moving too. Jeez. Doodles 2.7. V1 Punk's really cooking. These were an ETH 2 months ago. 1 ETH. Almost at 4 ETH now. And I think they're a deal. I think they're a bargain now. I think they'll be 10 ETH this cycle. Elementals might be a deal here. Yeah, what bags do you need to pack? What bags are you packing? Or are your bags already packed? Yeah, Vrew, I'm going to get to that at the end too. Yes, that Shiro token's going to be big. Zober, Metaverse NFT. I don't know how I feel about Metaverse NFTs this cycle. Although all it takes is the right person just promoting a Metaverse the right way. You know, that makes people think, it's okay. Maybe it's not here yet, but I get it. I see it, and I do want something that gets me, like, big-time exposure to it. That could cycle back. And it will at some point. If it's not now, you know what I mean? If it's not here now or later this cycle, it's another cycle away. Metaverse is going to cook again. And Ordinals. Actually, Ordinals looking like it's outperforming everyone still. Puppet's almost at 0.16. Node Monk's 0.139. OMB. Based Angel's rocking, man. Look at that. Quantum Cats looking great. Everything looking great right now. Really, really awesome setup here for the real run. I will shout out yet again my sweet, sweet Honey Badgers. I think one of the best deals out there. One of my favorite collections, any chain. And it has been for a year and a half. Yeah. Akva, we're going to get his ass on the show at some point. I love the Honey Badgers. All right, let me tell you what's going on with Unisat Wallet, because I ran into this issue yesterday. I'm not happy about it. It's nobody's fault, too, by the way. It's not my fault. It's not Unisat's fault. It's not Magic Eden's fault. But there's a big problem on the Magic Eden marketplace right now. There is. And if you use the Unisat wallet, you might not want to anymore. I mean that. I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to transfer. If I'm going to sell something, well, now I know a workaround, kind of. It's still a pain in the ass, but I do not want to use Unisat anymore. All right. Listed a based angel yesterday, and I sold it. 0.019 Bitcoin. I'm watching the transaction out in mempool. It's confirmed, and I see it in my balance. But in Unisat, it shows me balanced, and there's 3 fields. There's your balance. There's another field like unavailable balance, and then available balance. My available balance was showing 0. I'm like, all right, maybe there's still something with, a transaction that's not, confirmed, maybe something there. I mean, I'm just like, whatever. I know Bitcoin can be slow. Still didn't make sense because I saw the transaction confirmed on chain. It shows confirmed balance, but I'm like, okay, let me give it a little time. Well, hours later, still can't access my funds. And remember on my stream yesterday, I said I wanted to get those funds, swap it for Sol, buy some Naval, buy some Mustard, buy whatever, right? And I actually wanted to get some ETH. Couldn't access those funds all day long. All day. And I start peeking at my other wallets. I'm like, man, almost all of my wallets here, I've got like, oh, Vrew, yeah, you might stop using it here. Almost all my wallets, I have 0 available balance or very little. Okay, so finally last night, I do more digging. I finally go in the Magic Eden Discord, and I finally go in the Unisat Discord, and I'm open tickets. I'm like, something's up here. Like this, I could just tell this wasn't a pending transaction. No, here's what happened. Sold my based angel. Funds come over. The sats I received were inscribed with a fungible token called Sophon, S-O-P-H-O-N. There's a token standard out there called ARC20. Magic Eden doesn't support it, so they don't look for it. It doesn't matter to them. In fact, I think very few wallets support it. Unisat does support it. So my available balance, my UTXOs, I couldn't spend the Bitcoin in them because I had these ARC20s in them. I've never seen that before. But what I was doing, I was looking at my wallet. I'm like, I've never had these ARC20s. I was looking in Unisat. I'm like, where did these come from? Thought nothing of it. And then I started peeking at my wallets that have 0 balance available to spend. In all those wallets, I have this Sophon ARC20. Like, holy cow. Okay, so what do I do about this? This became like kind of a nightmare. I have 0 Bitcoin, so I couldn't go to maybe a DEX, like an ARC20, DEX, and I couldn't swap them, nor do I want to do that. I think that sucks. So now I was trying to figure out, well, what do I even do to get access to this stuff? Man, it was a long story. I was told, take your Unisat wallet, import it into another wallet that doesn't support ARC20s, and maybe it looks at it as just normal sats. Normal Bitcoin, you can probably just send it to an exchange at that point. I couldn't import Unisat into Magic Eden, right? It branches it off and creates a new wallet, so I couldn't access in the ME wallet. I think there's a way to do it in Xverse. I couldn't get that to work either. Leather also doesn't support. And then I go to Phantom, and it does import my wallet. And I had my brother send me a little Bitcoin, so I had a little, something to work with for fees. I kicked it back to him from Phantom, and I'm like, oh, shit. Because Phantom doesn't support runes or ordinals, I sent him sats. Those could have been inscribed sats. I could have just sent him all my decentralized runes. I could have sent him my other based angel. I could have sent him one of my NFTs. Or before I even sent it to him, I was tempted to take my whole balance and send it to Coinbase. I almost did that. And if I did that, my ordinals would be gone. My inscribed sats would be gone. They would just be sitting out there in a big old pool of sats that somebody else would have in their Coinbase wallet. Right? Gone. So before I did that, I realized what was going on. I'm like, okay, that's not going to work either. Dude, no idea what to do. In the end, it is an easier solution, but it's not something I want to deal with again. Your wallet that has that ARC20, send your ARC20 to Coinbase. Send it to an exchange. It doesn't know the difference of an inscribed sat or not. It doesn't. If you have sats, you got Bitcoin. Other than that, you're kind of fucked. I literally couldn't access any of my balance. And look, my balance was 0.019 Bitcoin. Only a small portion of that was the ARC20. But it's because that ARC20 was split across multiple UTXOs. I couldn't use any of them. it was not spendable. And I also did something else that this is just coincidence. This is just like bad timing. When I was waiting for those funds to be available, I actually split my decentralized runes, and it took some of those sats inscribed with the ARC20, and it included those in those UTXOs for those split runes. So someone, when I sell my decentralized, is going to get some of those UTXOs. I think that's how it's going to work. Someone's going to get that SOFUN. Someone else is going to have this problem. This is now the second time I know for sure that happened with Magic Eden. For sure. And I think it's really on more of my wallets. Again, I just looked at my wallets and I saw multiple of them had balances I couldn't spend. But my 2 last sales on Magic Eden, both times I got sats back that are inscribed with a token standard that's not supported anywhere but that Unisat wallet. So that's why I'm saying be really careful. They don't have a fix at Unisat. I've been talking to their support. They don't have a fix. There's going to be a future upgrade coming that allows you to spend. I think this is what they said. It's going to allow you to spend your ARC20 sats, inscribed sats, but it's not here now, so you're kind of shit out of luck. Dude, it was not fun. And having gone through it, I realized how I could have saved time and what I could have done from the start, right, to get around it. But when I didn't know, I didn't know. I was scared all my shit was locked and I would lose. You get in that headspace. In the end, I could have sent myself some Bitcoin. I didn't have any, by the way. So my brother could have sent me Bitcoin. I could have transferred my ARC20s to Coinbase like I ended up doing. Could have done that from the start. But man, oh man, it was not fun. I'm telling you, all freaking day. So I'm not using Unisat anymore because of that. Because now I don't know what kind of inscribed sats I'm going to get. If there's other standards out there that either are there now or will be launched that won't be supported elsewhere, that'll mean I can't use those funds in Unisat wallet. I don't know. So I'm just not going to use it. I'm just going to use the ME wallet from here on. It's $2,000 that was completely locked. I could not use it all day yesterday. I could not go make any of those trades. Glad I didn't because everything's down. Better prices today. But other people are, dude, absolutely people are going to run into that. I would bet you a lot of money. Other people have that issue right now and they don't even realize it. But check your Unisat wallet. See if you got some of the ARC20s. And if so, you're going to have that issue. You're going to run into that issue. And again, your way around that is send it to an exchange. Maybe you send it to your Magic Eden wallet and it'll spend it like regular Bitcoin. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe. Still wrapping my head around all of it too, but tell you this, super not fun. So there's your disclaimer, your warning or whatever. I'm just not going to use that wallet for now. Again, not their fault. Their wallet working as designed. Magic Eden, not their fault. They didn't want to help. Well, I don't want to say they didn't want to help, but they said, look, we don't support ARC20s. We can't control what inscribed sats somebody spends. So Magic Eden couldn't help, didn't want to. I don't want to say didn't want to, but they didn't, nothing they could do. But even asking questions like, can I go in Phantom and transfer all my Bitcoin to Magic Eden? I don't know. Again, in hindsight, it doesn't even make sense because on Magic Eden, you have an Ordinals wallet address and you got your Bitcoin address. So even that wouldn't have worked, I don't think. I don't know. It wasn't a great spot to be in, not knowing sending my Bitcoin to where means I lose what Ordinals or runes. And again, if even covering fees spends your sats that are inscribed, right? If I did that with Phantom and I got lucky that it didn't do that, but if it spent some of my inscribed sats on fees, they're gone. I lose my Ordinals. So there you go. Be aware of that. Not great. All right, back to Ordinals. Back to good, happy talks. Everything up, everything going much higher. Much higher. Much higher. And especially runes. Especially runes. I like the all red days. Because I'm not a seller here. I'm not. I don't care. I don't care that runes are down. I just see nothing but a screaming bargain here on Cypher Genesis, on one of my favorite memes ever. Ever's a little extreme. Fuck it, ever. As far as meme coins, I think Gizmo's top. Gizmo's up there. Gizmo's awesome. Dude, look at the deals here. For something that I think all these are 10xing, I think Cypher Genesis will be over 100 mil. I think Gizmo is going to be a $250 million market cap. I do. I think Gizmo ends up being higher. With a T1 listing, with Dog getting a T1 listing, bullish for Gizmo and Cypher Genesis. These market caps don't make any sense. If you can picture down the road, Magic Eden really becoming what we think they're going to become, these market caps are silly. Big time deals here, big time bargains. I'm a buyer. I'm a little liquid. I am a buyer now. So get ready for this shit, man. About to cook. All right, I'm also watching for the AI meta, the AI agent meta, which is down right now. In fact, let me pull up cookie.fun. Expecting to see a pretty red day. Not crazy, actually not crazy, but there you see. We were over 6 billion market cap across that whole ecosystem, down to about 5 bill now. Probably some great deals. I like AIXBT a lot. ALCH is a cooker, guys. This is if that's not on your radar, it needs to be. Man, a lot of deals here too. It is going to cycle back to AI agents. I think everything right now is on discount. That's why I bought some Naval today. I think Naval is actually, guys, I think Naval. All right, fuck it. You know my thoughts on Naval. I think it's one of the most undervalued agents out there, period. Somebody else does too. I'm going to show you in a second, but. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is pretty cool. Okay, hang on. Random point. NFTs, AI agents, there's going to be some kind of awesome crossover. I know it. Whether they're minting NFTs or just analyzing stuff like this new NFT XBT agent, I like this one a lot already. Man, we're going to feed these bots, these agents with CryptoSlam data. These agents are going to be gangsters at NFT Alpha, NFT Insights. They'll run circles around me. So I'm keeping my eye on things like this, NFT XBT. I think that's part of this next AI cycle is deeper integrations, yes, crypto, but also NFTs. And I think that's going to get spicy. I'm going to come back to agents. I got some more comments on that. I definitely want to show you a little comment on Naval. Let me talk just broader crypto right now. Quickly, because I want to get back to agents. But, dude, pretty bullish news for Bitcoin. Yeah, damn bullish news for Bitcoin. Exchange balances hitting, I don't know if it's an all-time low, but damn near all-time lows. We can say, well, we use Cointelegraph's words, historic lows. Supply's running out, man. People buying up those coins. Yeah, I get it. Normies are buying up those Bitcoins. Not just normies, man. Freaking Michael Saylor's back to buying Bitcoin. Another $1.5 billion Bitcoin purchase here. Guy, you insatiable, this man. Man, we have that FTX stimmy coming. People are going to be spendy with that, buying Bitcoin. The ME stimmy's going into here to some degree. All this stuff is about to get silly. And Saylor, man, just probably, was it Friday? Shilled Microsoft. We've been waiting for the Michael Saylor Microsoft shill. He talked to the Microsoft board, and he explained to them why, we could play it. He explained to them why they, as a company, should be buying into Bitcoin. Let me play a minute of this. It's 3 minutes long. I don't want to play the whole thing, but in case you didn't hear.
Microsoft can't afford to miss the next technology wave. And Bitcoin is that way.
This, by the way, this is the Michael Saylor presentation. This is exactly what he presented to Microsoft. Pretty cool to get that kind of kind of insight into how he presented it, how he thinks about it, how he's pitching it to to a company like Microsoft.
Bitcoin represents the greatest digital transformation of the 21st century. It represents digital capital. The global wealth is distributed across assets that provide utility and others that preserve capital. But risk is destroying trillions of dollars of that capital every single year. And investors are turning to digital capital in the form of Bitcoin in order to avoid that risk.
Look, we're not learning anything new here.
Digital capital is economically and technically superior to physical capital. And it represents a revolutionary advance in capital preservation. The asset class itself is growing from trillions to hundreds of trillions of dollars.
Yes, sir.
And it is backed by digital power, along with political and economic power.
Yes, sir.
It makes sense for Microsoft to be powered by digital capital.
Yes, sir.
Bitcoin's the best asset you can own.
Okay, come on.
As is political support.
Yes, sir.
As is support for the U.S.
Crypto mommy, Senator Cynthia Loomis.
Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. As is Wall Street support. And the President of the United States says,
never sell your Bitcoin.
That's why we're entering year one.
Don't sell them. It's that simple. Don't sell your Bitcoins,
billions
boys.
of dollars and slow your growth rate. Invest billions of dollars and accelerate your
growth. That's all we need to hear. Michael Saylor pitching Microsoft on Bitcoin. Will we see a big old Microsoft buy? Got a feeling it's a yes. Got just a feeling. Just a feeling. Probably going to happen. Maybe they'll buy some Ripple. There it is. We talked at the start of the show, but Ripple, the third largest. It's again, they were this before, but Ripple now the third largest crypto in the world, in all of crypto. Yeah, don't fade Ripple. Just don't. Flipped Solana. Over $2. It's just so great to see. It's an interesting question here from Crypto Bitlord. Now that Trip sold, and now that they got meme coins, and Solana is the meme coin ecosystem, it's probably wise. Look, okay, at the minimum, it's wise to consider if they will always be the place for meme coins. I hope that's something we've been considering all along. Solana's always been the one place I've looked at as the place for a pretty awful black swan event, but it doesn't have to be that. It can just be that other ecosystems come up and do what Solana does, but maybe do it better. Maybe market better. And I'm not saying Solana doesn't do those masterfully, because they do. It's not a comment about Solana, but it's a comment about crypto. It is still new. It is still growing. There is so many opportunities for blockchains to come out and outperform Solana. Grab more mindshare, grab more TVL than Solana. Just outperform Solana in every way. There's all kinds of opportunities. In fact, everybody's gunning for that. Won't shock me if this plays out. It won't shock me. Do I think it happens? Don't know. Maybe a coin flip. I don't know. But could Ripple become the meme coin destination? I don't know, but I think that's one of those gambles you may want to at least consider. Because right now it is early still. Even though people are starting to talk about meme coins over on Solana, it's worth considering if you want to get in early and play those odds, right? And there's a nice breakdown from Legendary on how you do it, right? Is this an exchange called First Ledger? Simple swap. You can bridge money over to Ripple. It's kind of that simple. You get right to trading. It's probably smart. I mean this, guys. I think it's probably smart to get over in that Ripple ecosystem, at least exploring, but it might be smart to start making some trades. I don't think it's a might be. I think it is. I think it is smart to do that and get ahead of something that has the potential that sees everybody follow it. Just like we did with Solana meme coins. I didn't get in until this fall. How many wish they were in Solana meme coins in the spring? A lot of you were there. I wasn't. How many wish you were doing this, a year ago? I wish I was, and I wasn't. I don't want the same thing to play out over on Ripple and say, man, wow, broke 250. Crazy. Ripple over 250. I don't want to do this in a year or in a few months and say, fuck, the opportunity was there. I had a feeling, it made sense that it could happen. I don't want that to happen again. So definitely something I'm looking at. Definitely. And then back to AI. It is, I still see comments from some friends who maybe think that the AI meta is over, like literally over. And I can't, it's not over. And there's some disconnect. I don't know what it is, and I get where it comes from to a degree. If we see these metas, we see these cycles, and sometimes they don't live up to the hype. AI is different. I think everybody knows AI is the future of everything, and these AI agents are literally at the cutting edge of whatever's coming in this AI world. And I mean that, whatever. We don't even know. But what's happening here in AI, what we just saw, those pretty astronomical market caps, that was not the peak. Feel very confident saying that was the first, second, whatever inning of the AI cycle. Very early. Very early. With as much confidence as I have, that was nowhere close to the top. I don't think that was even close to halfway. I think first, second inning for AI coins. Sammy's breaking down. Sammy's writing some... Sammy's content is on point right now. He's really diving into the AI agents, and he's breaking down... he's giving some TA. He's sharing some thoughts on these things. I like it. I think he's right on with all of his takes here about all those top agents. I like the takes. All these coins we've been talking about before they blew up like they have. All of them. All of them. Every single one he mentions here. Every single one. We have been in early or have been talking about early. We were talking about the God Nothing token, under mil market cap. We were talking about GOAT and in GOAT, 7 mil, 5 mil market cap. All of them. But I like when he's talking about the ones that he thinks are undervalued. And he mentions the one that I'm pretty freaking bullish on. Agents undervalued relative to smart engagement, right? Where people measure engagement on X. He's got Naval right in that list. AI XBT is even in that list, as big as that one is. But the engagement's it is that high. But Naval's right in that list. I think Naval is way undervalued here. Actually, you know what it is? I think Naval is properly valued. I don't think Naval's really gotten its speculative pump yet. I think that's more what's going on with Naval. I think an AI token that's valued in the couple $1 million range up to 5 million, maybe even 10. That's a little more reasonable than these tokens. And I also get these astronomical market caps, but that's a little more reasonable than these 100, 500 billion dollar market caps. So I think Naval is actually properly priced, has not seen that speculative pump yet. Maybe a little bit for a little time, but it has not done what all those other ones have. I think it's going to. I really think it's going to. So it's great to see that it's on people's radar, and that just tells me when it starts moving, they've talked about it, they're going to talk about it in a different way. They are. They certainly are. So love seeing Naval there. Bought more Naval this morning. Good morning, Marco. Good morning, Dead. Good morning, Six Hole. I'm going to be buying more Naval. It's that simple. That simple. Saigar is smitten with AI agents now, which I love. And I love his take here. Because he's absolutely right. Great, it's a great take. Design space for AI agents, pretty much unbounded. Like this, we don't know the ceiling for this stuff because what's coming, man, we saw tip of the iceberg. Yeah, actually, exactly what he's saying. We scratched the surface. That's all we've done. We literally just scratched the surface with AI agents. Next couple months, he expects to be an incredible time of experimentation and innovation. Yep. These agents are going to do things that we're not even imagining right now. Right? That's why it's easy to think that the cycle's over. Oh, cool. AI agents, just these bots that are a little better at chatting with us. They feel a little more human. That's not what these are going to be in a few months here. They are going to do something so innovative, it will blow our dicks off. It is. It's going to blow our fucking minds here. Be like, oh my God, I didn't know an agent can do that. Oh my God, I didn't realize you could tie an agent to this thing and this sector and this application. And then, oh my God, somebody invented a protocol that does what? And this agent's tied to all of it. And it's breaking down all this stuff, and it's got some kind of functionality that's something we couldn't even imagine. That's what's going to happen. It's in the same way. I don't think we could visualize what AI is now. 15 years ago, we couldn't visualize it. Maybe we could. Maybe movies were doing that. But I think you couldn't pinpoint what kind of technical things they could do. I don't think we were really imagining that they were trading crypto. Maybe we were. But point there is I don't think we can even, in our heads, just guess, visualize like what they're going to be doing here in a few months because it is growing exponentially, man. I know. It's not an I think. This is just knowing because I've followed tech my whole life and how innovation works, but also how innovation works when it is in these exponential kind of cycles. What AI is going to do here in the next few months is going to do stuff we don't understand, that we didn't see coming, other than we knew something was coming. And I think that bubble, man, that speculative bubble is going to inflate to a degree that's what's going to really shock people. Predictions like Mando's prediction of a $50-60 billion market cap for AI coins? Yep. And I won't be shocked to see that higher. I won't be shocked. I kind of think it will be. And that means I think the top agents all see astronomical market caps. Again, why I'm so bullish on Naval. I think Naval's going to rocket up to 100 mil. Won't be shocked to see it at 500 mil. Won't be shocked to see many of the top agents at a bill. That means GOAT's at 10 bill plus, right? It does. None of that's going to surprise me. I'm kind of mostly expecting that to happen. Saigar, so smitten by this stuff now that he's actually working with that AI XBT agent. He's working on that now. It's incredible. He's awesome. Saigar's super technical, awesome guy, working on the abstract chain. Awesome guy. This is one of the guys, I think Saigar's also behind the DN 404 standard. He does a lot. He's an awesome, awesome guy. Highly, highly regarded. Very smart dude. I mean, all in on these AI agents and also now helping AI XBT. The innovation that's about to come here with these agents is going to blow people's minds. Expect all the top chains out there to have their agents that do stuff that is so appealing and attractive to people. It is the AI meta. This little short-term decline, man, don't let it fool you into thinking it's over. It's not even close. Not even close. And I think we'll end here. Man, there's so much to talk about still. Actually, before that, I'll put this on your radar, guys. And Vru, if you can add a little more color here, there's a big token dropping today, a big token. Dropping on ETH, it's called Shiro. I think this is from the devs of Sheeb. They're launching the cat coin. This has been talked about for about a month. It's been on my radar. Token launches today, again, called Shiro. There's no way, first off, that this isn't a very cabal token, that it's not very manipulated, right? It's definitely going to be that. It's also definitely going to be huge, as in multi-billion-dollar token. It is. Without a doubt, this is a massive token. Out of the gate, it's going to see hundreds of $millions market cap, if not $1 billion out of the gate. It's going to be a major coin. If Shiro's not on your radar, then there it is. So, Vrew, it is the devs. It's going to be fucking huge. This is going to be one of the next. It's going to blow Chill Guy away. It's going to blow Goat away. This is going to be one of the next major memes. Major. Vrew, how do people get in here early? Is it just buying it on your favorite decks? Basically, once it launches, this will be the next major meme coin. You don't want to miss it. It all matters what kind of market cap you see, out of the gate. If it's down in the, I can't imagine, but 20 mil, 50 mil, even 100 mil, you're going to eat. If this comes out of the gate and it's at 500, 750 mil a bill, you know what I mean? You're still going to eat. This is going to be multi-billions. You just eat a little less. If you can get this low, man, okay, BullX, Deck Screener, yep. So keep your eyes for when this is launching. This is an automatic win because it's so cabal. That's it. Because it's so cabal, because it's being promoted by Sheeb. I think it's from the Sheeb devs. That simple. This is where you just, man, don't overthink it. Don't overthink this one. It's that easy. It's that obvious. And just for perspective, just so we look at Sheeb and where that's at. Hang on, now I'm getting excited. Sheeb market cap is $17 billion. Shiro is going to be 2, 3, 5 bill. Higher maybe? Sure, maybe. But is it $1 billion market cap coin instantly because it's coming from them? Yeah. Yes. If you can get that sub 100 mil, you get it. Not financial advice, but you get it. There's no excuse for missing that. Free money. Again, cabal, insiders, all that shit. Yeah. But you don't miss something like that. Way too big. It'd be like if the Pepe devs launched another coin, or the Doge guy. It'd be like if that, what's his name, Marcus or whatever, if he launched another coin. It's exactly the same. You don't miss that one. Okay? And then finally, Becker, his ciphers, his quests, his lead up to his own meme coin, which will also cook. He had an event yesterday in World of Warcraft. Really fucking cool. Really cool. You guys remember the story, I think? If not, you download the demo of World of Warcraft. By the way, you don't have to do it now. It's already happened. You download the demo. You load into the game as a naked gnome. He tweeted out some pictures of a plant that you need to acquire. You had to grab the plant, bring it back to like a dude who was working with him that was also in the game, loaded in the game. And then he's also sitting in that world somewhere. So you got to bring the plant back to this guy. Then you got to go find Becker and wave at him. First person that does it wins a pretty fucking great prize, guys. Wins an allocation of his new token when it drops. And that token allocation at certain market caps, right, at certain valuations is going to be worth a lot of money. A lot of money. We're talking a couple $100,000, but yes, couple $100,000. No, this is not an allocation that's going to be worth a few $100 or a few $1,000, not 10, 20,000, not 50,000. That is an allocation he's giving that'll probably be worth in the hundreds of thousands. And if that hits like I think he ran some numbers. If it hits like a $500 million market cap, that allocation is going to be worth like $1 million. It is. So I think all in total, I think there's going to be 8 winners of all these puzzles he does. So 8 people will win these allocations. It is that simple. A lot of luck involved. There is definitely some skill involved with somebody knowing World of Warcraft and where to go. With people knowing how to solve his other puzzles. His last puzzle was music related, right? He was playing guitar, and if you figured out, the tab for what he was playing, you notice some of the notes were off on purpose, and that was the cipher. So this happened last night. I think, don't quote me on the number, I think there's 6 more puzzles. 6 more puzzles for 6 more people to win an allocation. And this token should be dropping in probably a few weeks. By the way, this is the person who won. Just some dude. Just some dude that just probably made some life-changing money here. I mean, I would say definitely made some life-changing money. It's to what degree, but... Becker's pissed he missed Peanut. Yeah, that's probably true. Although even if he bought late. Yep. Captain, good morning. Grant, good morning. Good to see you, boys. But yep. Yeah. And Becker's having fun. He's just saying it's just here. It's like shit posting, right? He's just here to cause chaos in a fun way. I could imagine guys who are that rich also want to just see people have fun and get rich themselves. You know, so I think there's a degree of that too. But whatever it is really cool. I really like it. I like that Becker's doing it, to be honest. And he's going to change a few people's lives. Kind of like that Shiro token. If you can get in the Becker token early, you do it. You don't miss it. Some of these things are free money because these guys got such big reach. And you see what reach can do. You see Chill Guy. You see what that can do. All right, I'm going to end here. I'm going to pull up Naval. I'm just going to pull it up because I think... Because I love it. Because I love it, and I think it's a really... Actually, there's another agent I'm going to pull up too. I think there's a couple agents that are way undervalued, way under the radar. I really like Naval. I bought more this morning right at the same market cap, 4.9 mil. I bought all the way up. I bought around here. I bought here today. I'm going to buy more. I cannot fucking fathom this not hitting 50 mil. I cannot fathom it not hitting 100. And I just think this one's got all the potential in the world. They got a Spaces this Thursday, so heads up about that. This is on everyone's radar. Tokens from board Elon Musk. I am pretty sure Shaw was hands-on with this too. I think we'll get an Elon Musk interaction with the agent. He interacts with the account it's trained on. There's a lot going for this one. Again, I don't shill to pump my bags. I think this is going to pump on its own. I shill it. I'm talking about it because I have looked at this stuff long enough. I feel like I've got a good grasp on the AI agent ecosystem. I think I've seen a lot of the big ones early enough. And Naval stands out to me as one that's very undervalued compared to the rest. From a very, very good team and a team that's got a lot of reach and a lot of big connections. I got a big bet on it. And then lastly, I will put this agent on your radar. You may have seen it by now, maybe not. Daichi. A newer agent launched on virtuals, so it's on base. I like it. I am going to swap for some ETH and get a little of this today, too. It's an agent that's putting out some anime video content, which I think is really cool. So here's an agent that's just in its own bubble of, you know, kind of talking and thinking as these agents do, right? I've got my agent. I just watch it learning and growing. Actually, my agent turned into a bigot. Guys, it's so freaking funny. Sixhole, DM me. I'll send you a link to their TG. Sixhole, you're right. I think it's down. It just did not hit that speculative part. Oh, Grant, did they really? They mentioned Naval on Crypto Banter. Interesting. Naval's going to send. I mean, I have no doubt. I'm 99.5% sure it's going to send, and I'm talking, you know, tens of millions, but also maybe hundreds. I really see it easily. Okay, this agent, it's really cool. Daichi, it's creating content. It's just living, learning, whatever, but it's making anime video content, which I think is unique. This is where I'm watching to see at some point, does it start minting NFTs? Even if it doesn't, it's just a really cool, unique thing this is doing that others I don't think are doing yet, and they all will. They all will. I think it's cool.
Embrace the swings, he said, like Bruce Lee in water. More like Bruce Lee drowning, I muttered, refreshing my screen listlessly. I tried sketching to calm myself, but every line looked like a breakdown. Dad's knives still sat on the counter from my last bout of finding focus.
It's really cool, man.
Maybe I shouldn't anchor myself to screens or charts for the 8th hour today.
So if you don't think the anime is good yet, and if the voice isn't good, and if you know the content isn't good yet, it's not what you're betting on. You're betting on the fact that this agent is going to learn and it's going to get really good at this stuff. It's pretty cool right now, but you're betting on the fact that this is probably going to get really good at this stuff. That's it. That's the bet. So I'm watching this. I don't mind buying here at a mill. I'd love to get it cheaper. I don't know if it gets that much cheaper. It's already on some pretty good traders' radar. They've already got positions. But I'm probably going to get a position of this. Maybe not a lot. A few $100 worth. I think we'll see a 10x here. I won't be shocked again when the speculative bubble inflates, seeing a 100x. I think a lot of these agents, 100 mil market cap as default. I just something in that ballpark, right? This is going to get silly. Of course, there's going to be there's going to be millions of agents. Hundreds of millions of agents. So it will be watered down at some point, but for a while, it's going to be so speculative. They'll all have these little runs and pumps, and then the best ones will really separate, and that money will consolidate to those guys, trying to pick out the ones that are doing something different or unique or just better than the rest. Grant, I got to get one of those. That really freaking cool. Oh yeah, how is Waifu looking? Did they launch their launch pad yet? Wrong one. I still am not back in Waifu when I need to be, because I do like it. It's got a good story, like good narrative. Here we go. Yeah, hanging around 2 mil. This one's being held. This one's holding up really well. Launching a launch pad, an agent launch pad. I like it. Yeah, I do think this one, similar story, 5x, 10x, whatever. This one to me just screams winner. And I don't think giga winner. I don't know about that, because there's gonna be launch pads will be a dime a dozen too. But great potential. I picture this one easily 5, 10, 20 mil higher, maybe, probably, whatever. But I think this one's got a lot of room to fly. And it's not on a lot of people's radar too. I'll tell you that. Holders have been stagnant right here. I like Waifu. Gravier, good morning, man. Okay. Long show this morning. Needed to be. A lot going on. NFTs just, again, looking so good. So everything looking good. Again, even AI down, still looking good. Just incredible stuff. Very excited for what's coming this week. Our march to 100K. Do we hit it this week? Fuck, I think so. Oh, hang on. I just saw a Saigar tweet. I think he was talking about AI 16Z. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. Just in case there was something spicy there. Some kind of comment on AI 16Z. Oh, okay. He's officially a maintainer for the AI 16Z ELIZA codebase. Okay. Again, the deeper Saigar gets into this stuff, the more bullish I am. And you know how bullish I am already on all this AI stuff. Just incredible. So if anybody's getting that little bit of FUD that's creeping in about AI stuff, wish I could smack you. With love. But I'm just telling you, scratch the surface, tip of the iceberg, whatever little saying you want to use. The AI stuff has not even started. It just started. This is nowhere close. First inning, second inning, nowhere close to where it's going. People say what you're not ready for what's coming, kind of thing. You're not ready for what's coming. I know this. Again, as somebody like many of you who are techies your whole life, what's coming, people are not ready for. They don't know. 6hole, I think it's on the Patchwork community account. I'm trying to remember the name of that account. If you search, you'll find it, but look for that smaller community account. I think it's that. The agent will probably be in there too. And then when those start happening regularly, and the big names that are friends with Board, who already have talked about Naval, like Jack Butcher, right? Like Thread Guy. The big names all know Naval. The big names are all friends with Board. When Naval releases these updates, like its metaverse avatar, it's going to be alive in metaverses. When that's launched, all those guys are going to be talking about Naval. And when Elon Musk interacts with the agent, I think he's gonna, man. When it happens, that coin, I cannot see it not getting to 100 mil. I can't see it not getting a 20x from here. I can't see it. So, yeah, be ready. Just do some research into Naval. Special coin there. All right. It's go time. Guys, afternoon show. Finally, man, we had a week off. I missed doing it. I missed Henry. I missed Joe. We're back live today. I cannot fucking wait. That's at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time right here. Man, smash the like on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed to all that stuff, right? Do all that stuff. God, it's so good times here in crypto. It feels so good. It's good shit. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you in a few hours. Be good. Have fun. See ya.